Hi everyone, we are in the workshop today mastering some of our steel samples and thought it would be a good opportunity to look at stop starts, right? A lot of questions around these and how and when they become acceptable and rejectable within the CSWIP criteria. So the first thing we need to look at is what is a stop start? How do we identify it? So let's have a look on some of these samples and we'll walk through the stages.
So before we get into that, let's have a quick look at our store through www.carbonarc.co.uk. Here you will see all of our courses, the dates and the prices. And it's as easy as clicking add to cart, making your payment and getting on to our next course. We're proud that we limit these numbers on courses to a maximum of 6 people. Okay, that means that you're always going to get as near to one as what we can over an extended course process. And it means that you are going to get the support you need to be in the best position to pass those exams. So take a look over and you'll see what you can do with us next.
So here we are looking at a sample. So we've got a mag weld coming along. It's on steel, so it's metal active gas. Mag weld coming along, and then when we finish, we've got this area here, which is our stop position. That stop position always creates this flat area, and that's where we had a weld pool, which is there and on, and as soon as we turn off, it shrinks right up as it solidifies all the way to a point. And that is that point there. Now that's a bit of silica sitting on top of it, but that could be a crater crack. It might not be, we haven't NDT'd it yet, but that's the sort of the center of that pool as it solidified into that point. So that's our stop. So if we look at the acceptance criteria, it says something along the lines of there should be no area of the previous run stop visible. So any start needs to start, for lack of a better word, back from there and come across so that it fills that area over. Okay. Now, if we look at a fillet weld here, so here we've got a weld starting here and it's coming down 2 runs, and there we've got a stop start location. Both runs terminating at the same position. Then they've been restarted and then it comes along and comes to the end, right? So that is a stop start. Now what we can see is we don't have this area shown. So to the spec, that stop start wouldn't have that in place, okay? So we can be, happy-ish about that. There's other things wrong with it. This is an inspection sample as a whole, but on the stop starts not showing this area, we've got a tick in the box. As we look at another sample, here we go. So we've come along, we then hit a stop start here. Now it's hard to see on the camera, I'm trying to get it placed, but this area here, you can see it like comes to a triangle in the light. If I put a shadow on it, right before, you see there's almost like this black indentation and a triangle coming both ways from that. That is the end of that triangle. You see the triangle towards the end? So on this one, we've had a weld come along, and then we've got a stop start that hasn't been positioned correctly before it's then come along. Okay, again, other defects on this sample, but with the stop starts, that's what we're concentrating on. Okay, now that would be a reject at this point to the acceptance criteria. Lastly, there is a requirement for stop starts can't be close to each other. So what you'll have to do is come down. We've got a stop start here, which seems to cover the previous run, but that stop start starts, and then we've got another stop start where we had this porosity. So the weld's been put in, the welder stopped, restarted, started welding again, and then we get all this porosity. Now we can see it started all right, again, so the bottles run out or something like that. There was a little bit of gas in the line, but then it ran out, so he's had to stop. And then we've got this other stop-start location, and then it comes along. Okay, so that's how we can see what a stop-start is. So this is a stop with its cratery type finish. We can see a good stop-start which covers that area, and then we can see a bad stop-start which doesn't cover the stop position of the last run. And then we can have a look at the welds that have multiple stop-starts within a certain distance from each other. Now, of course, with all of them, you need to take your tape measure, see if I can do this with one hand, and measure the distance that they are away from each other. Okay, and then check that against your acceptance criteria. So that is the very quick looking at stop-starts, how you identify them, and how you would accept and reject them based on your acceptance criteria. If you have any more questions about this, remember to like and make a comment below. Helps the engagement, gets the video out to more people. And with that, we'll see you in the next one, and best of luck with your studies.